welcome back to the UnRemarkables. That's right, plenty of syllables for me to overstress in this title. Hello, one and all. Welcome back to RFKS. So good to have you here. I was wondering how long you were gonna hold the pose there. Not gonna lie, I was like, how long we doing it? Incredible. So good to have all of you here. This is, I'm sure, going to be quite the episode. So instead of being normal or predictable or understandable in any way, I'm going to randomly roll to see which of these incredible players we're going to say hi to first. Four. 1, 2, 3, 4. The wonderful Adelaide. If you could tell us about yourself. Tell us about who you're playing and what's another good random question? Could you tell us about? All right, a rainy day stuff that your character would love to do.
So I'm Adelaide. I play Fantasia, our outsider. And rainy day stuff, she would just go out and play in the rain. It's the best time because all she does is just you do rainy day stuff. She already does rainy day stuff on non-rainy days. So why not, I don't know, play in a very questionable street puddle?
Incredible.
Would you get the boots for it too, or would Fantasia just say screw it?
Yes. Well, yes, because they usually have like polka dots or some real cute print, you know, like they
and you get bigger splashes.
It's true.
Well,
it's true.
So my only thing is then I don't think the boots would ever come off, right? Like they were not permanent boots.
Yeah, they would just wear them forever. It's true.
Yeah. Wonderful. Moving around, the largest bees that I know in this whole world. Please tell us about yourself, about your character, and their rainy day cozy stuff.
What is up, everyone? Big B's here. I'm playing Ethan, and he's our Nova. He's had a little rough time, kind of had a little temper issue, especially with all the revelations that just hit him. And his rainy day activity would be to sit inside playing video games, reading comics, or trying, for the love of God, everything in his soul and whatever he can sacrifice to Satan to learn to bake powdered donuts.
Incredible. Great. Now I want to bake. But I also don't want to do anything that requires that much effort. So to distract me from all of those intrusive thoughts, we're going to move on to the wonderful MV Dare. Tell us about yourself, character. Cozy rainy day things.
I'm a resident problem child, Dare. She, they pronouns for me. She, her pronouns for Leah. They find me on the internet, MB Dare, EMBYDARE. So what's the question again? Cozy rainy day?
Cozy rainy day.
Oh, it's... All right, see, it depends on which video game Leah's currently hyperfixating on. She might be labbing. She's, I think, currently Tekken 7. She's labbing in that a lot. She's really trying to get good with Steve Fox. That feels right.
Wait, I've never heard the term labbing. What is
that? Okay, yes, please.
So, that's in like the training room practicing on like trying to getting like down to like the correct frames and everything. Yes.
Okay.
That's hard frame data. It's in the lab.
Got it. Okay, I need to start using that. I've never heard that. That's great.
Incredible. We love it. And last, but certainly not least, please, you already spoke up. Tell us about yourself. Your rainy day stuff for your character, and your character would also be good.
Okay, hi, my name is Ruby Hart. I use they, she pronouns, occasionally he as a treat. And my character uses any pronoun under the sun, and it's probably still accurate. I play Jamie or Umbra. And last time you asked me one of these questions, I panicked and said Justin McElroy.
Yeah.
I still can't. I can't ever dial that back. So I'm trying to make sure, and I want to clarify: is this the ideal if this was a dream-like scenario that we've never had before, or is this just like what we would actually do?
No, like this is like peak, like their like dream, like maybe this is not, but like I feel like a lot of people have the same. Like I want a nice like corner window with like nice cushions and blankets and like fireplace and a good book, right?
Yeah, so similar vibe.
Okay.
So definitely like making a moon pit. So getting like a mattress and a bunch of pillows and blankets and putting together just a little like place to sit and be comfy next to the window, watch the rain, probably like play guitar or something like that, and be like cuddly and sweet with the person who Jamie is attracted to, which right now is very in the air and confusing.
Incredible.
Yeah.
So thank you all so much. I am Robbie Rolling. I will be the game master for today, but you don't care about that. We care about getting into it. So last time, it was kind of a crazy, wild episode. So last episode, after some slip ups and breadcrumbs and then a very damning text, the party came to confront their good friend Umbra, Jamie/Jameson, and found out that not only were they from the future, not only were they part of this very team, but age shifted up for everyone else, but that team and their future went to complete shit with our good friend with our good friend Seismic dying and this villain named the Emperor showing up and just people having a bad time. And then Jamie, still unknown to still unknown to everyone, but me and Narissa managed to come back to the past to try and fix everything. Of course, we also had our second moment of truth, wherein that's all gone. We're in completely uncharted waters now. And so we ended with the group 4 out of 5 still at the sanctum, but with our good friend Ethan and Seismic having just taken off. So I think what I want to do is we're going to go and do your beginning of session roll here for your brand new
Brand new
completely
chart.
new. Yeah.
Because now I've fucked up the timeline way too much, and
Everything's different now.
everything's different now.
And you're not gonna like any of the answers.
Yeah, no, listen, I loved the scene, I loved the moment, but also I hate it. Oh gosh, the roll dice with friends. Oh no.
It's pinned right in the chat.
It's not letting me see pinned. Hang on. I got this. It's Dallas Dice Roller right now. 2! I got a 2. Well, I'm not going to get anything out of that.
We're starting off strong.
Yeah, seriously.
Go ahead and mark a potential.
I like potential.
On a miss, you're lost in the present. The GM will tell you how things are so different here. Shift your labels according to how this makes you feel. I'm going to say instead, because of the context right now, I think you need to take yourself a condition here due to the fallout of everything here.
I feel like it would be guilty because, granted, like, I haven't had much of a conversation with Sam, but Sam seemed like, oh, this makes sense. But the moment that
Ethan.
Oh gosh, the moment that Ethan found out and the moment that Leah found out, they ran away. So, and I haven't even had the chance to fully talk to Fantasia about it yet. So I think just a lot of guilt.
Incredible. So, and before you have a chance to talk to them, we're gonna not start with y'all, and we're gonna come back to Ethan flying through the air, having broken the sound barrier and a large section of the cliff that the sanctuary is built into. Is there a place that Ethan is heading towards, or is it just forward? Okay.
He is not thinking that far. He was just in a moment of passion, launched himself to get away from there. And the whole time he's flying through the air, there are only two thoughts that keep interchanging in his mind. The first one is, how do I get stronger? How do I keep everybody safe? And the second one is, holy shit, where how do I land?
Incredible. That's a great question because while there is like a good amount of space kind of where the island is not city, it's not a ton. Like the island is pretty much exclusively city. Um, so do you, Bees or Ethan, have an idea of how to stop? Uh, Something you want to try?
It really wouldn't be anything because his powers don't work at any length of distance. It is he has to touch in order to create these vibrations. So if he were to try something, it would be something that wouldn't happen until the literal last that moment of impact that he would try. He
Totally.
would have to try and break that fall.
Yeah.
Which
So yeah, sounds good. So, why don't you roll to unleash your powers?
Yeah, give me 1 second, because
Yeah.
for those that do not know, my computer crashed and erased everything. So I have been able to recover some files, but I don't have
So
my character sheet.
your freak is -1. Luckily,
Okay,
I just checked in on your stats a little bit ago.
fantastic.
Um,
I'm so sorry to hear that, Bees.
Yeah, it's just one of many, punches to the emotional dick that's happened recently. So that is going to be a whole whopping 5.
all right. So, mark potential.
Uh, yeah, I'll try.
Hey,
I'll make a
listen.
note of it.
Uh, Honestly, I'm gonna because I don't know how much potential you have.
I
Level
think I
up.
have.
Take an
I
advancement.
think I have like 2 right now.
2. Take an advancement. I don't know. Your computer crashed, so I'm being generous.
Let me
Uh,
see.
so, so yeah, that's a full failure. So you flying just like an arrow straight through like some gelatin, just pierce a skyscraper and continue. Uh, you lose like a little bit of forward momentum, but not not much, if any.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
just looking like holy crap. And I'm trying to like somehow manipulate the air currents or try and do something to cause drag to slow me down or anything, but it's just I'm flailing around too frantically.
yeah. Uh, what do you have some? You are hurtling towards more of the city. It's going to get more and more densely populated here. Want to
I got my
give you a
character
chance.
sheet. There we go. Oh
Hey,
wow. No, I was literally at 4 out of 5. So yeah, I leveled. Although,
we love it.
shit. I can't like. All right, I'll just work on that at some point. But yeah.
Also, are you angry right now?
I am everything almost. Let me see. I am angry, afraid, and guilty.
So I will say that I think we can clear angry. You that doesn't mean you aren't still angry the emotion,
Yeah.
but I think you can clear that condition. Um, and you can also clear the afraid condition because you just ran from something difficult. Um, so at least you're taking some of your conditions off by making all these poor choices. So what do you want to try and do, if anything, here for things happen?
Um, really, the only thing I can think of is to aim for a building that passes by and try and if I can get close enough to one to where I can touch it for whatever brief second, I want to try and send out a pulse of energy to like just throw my trajectory off to slow myself down and
Yeah,
instead of just being a meat bullet about to hit the sidewalk. Yeah, I said
great.
it there. I said it.
Uh, I'm gonna say go ahead and roll to engage a threat. Because you're trying to basically like just like sheer like physical force and partially force of will to just get to this building.
That is, you said what?
So
Roll
it's
what?
gonna be your danger.
Danger. Mother. That was a 10, but with danger, that is a 9.
Okay. So you can avoid major damage to the building, or you can avoid taking a powerful blow.
I think I'm gonna go for that, avoiding a powerful blow.
Okay. So as you basically manage to like kind of it's a little bit of just you kind of bore across like the side of this building, just leaving like a Ethan-sized gash along like this corner office and this like large lobby right above it, and kind of just barely managed to land on your feet. You can hear alarms, and the building looks it's not going to fall over, but there's a significant amount of damage to this one, and there's also the first building that you punched a hole right through, that you don't know the status of. I'm going to say just roll me 2d6 here for me if you could.
Agree.
Yeah.
All right, that's an 8. I don't add
Okay.
anything to it.
Nope,
Then it's
this
8.
was
Yeah.
like just kind of a luck thing. So you are just kind of in the outskirts of the more residential areas, right? So you're not like in the middle of downtown. You haven't like showered the like streets full of people with rubble and stuff. Like people definitely got hurt, but luckily this is uh, not the super dense populated area. So
Okay. The moment that he hits the ground, um, you said I landed on my feet,
yeah,
so
you
I'm
avoided taking a powerful blow.
yeah. So I probably still stumbled. I'm still injured though. Like
Yeah.
I hit 2 buildings.
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing great. I'm not walking on sunshine.
Yeah.
Um,
Luckily, the just like the power, the amount of energy you had took the major brunt of it.
yeah.
But yeah.
So then, he's gonna stumble a bit and then uh, just kind of freak out. And do I recognize where I am right now? Am I close to the? Oh my God, hold on. I have the name. Don't you tell me, Professor Heist.
Yeah.
Then I want to, dip, dive, dodge, duck, and dodge to try and make my way there as inconspicuously as possible.
Okay. Yeah.
Inconspicuous as possible?
All right. Sounds
Is
good.
which one? One of the
Inconspicuously.
whichever is the proper term.
You attempt to move as inconspicuously as possible.
There we go.
There you would expect there are more than a couple videos on multiple people's cell phones of this person who just tore through part of the building. Although, to be fair, that's not like this has never happened before kind of thing.
Mhm.
Just this again for this city. So yes, you make it to Jelkin Robotics, where of course Dr. J, but also Dr. Hythe works.
So then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just like bang on the door and try and get in.
Yeah. See, he opens up the door.
Can I come in? Can I come in?
Of course.
Little issue. Kind of had a run in with a couple buildings. Just need to get inside real quick.
Just kind of, yeah, like motions you in.
Thank you. Ah, ah, ah. Professor, I need to step up our training. I need to improve greatly. I just came across some information that I need to get stronger. I need to get stronger now. Whatever it takes, I don't care.
All right, that is all right. Looks like you are in need of some rest. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna turn that down.
Okay. Will kind of uh, looks like has probably stepped in their office before. Pulls out some like a blanket and pillow, and indicates like a small couch that they have. Uh, so that is something that I am ready to do for you. Why don't you just rest and we will tackle that problem?
Thank you so much. And he's gonna pull out his phone and look at the group chat, and he's gonna start to type something out, and then stop and look at the phone, and then just turn it off without hitting send.
And we will transition back. So, Leah, you are standing outside with Ethan having just like broken the sound barrier in front of you, with the other three members of the group back inside the sanctuary.
Yeah, I think I'm actually like knocked maybe to the ground
Yeah,
because I did have
100%.
to avoid a powerful blow. So I think I'm
Mhm.
just covered in like dust and dirt and like, oh God. Okay. Okay. So I should probably talk to Jamie. Um, I didn't even get to see what any of that was. And I just like head back into the sanctuary and I'm just like I think I'm holding my head a little. I'm not like hurt, but just overwhelmed by everything. Uh yo, Jamie,
Yeah, I assume you have a lot of questions.
can we get the like what everything me and Fantasia kind of missed the impromptu meeting?
I'll give you the TLDR, and then if you have any questions later, any at all, please feel free to ask. I will answer anything.
Why are you so dusty?
Ethan is gonna go get stronger to fight the Empress.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what all of those words mean in that order, but we'll get there.
Honestly, give him some time. He probably just needs to take a breath, and we'll come back when he's ready.
Yeah, I mean, I will say he was strong enough to knock me on my ass, so he's pretty strong.
I mean, all of us in this team are. It's just a matter of actually putting it to the right use. So, ta-da! And Jamie just awkwardly jazz hands next to the board. I'm from the future!
I'm from space.
We knew that part. This is the new thing, though. And I love that we're from different places. That's fun.
Like How far in the future, though?
I would estimate about 15 years.
Okay.
Actually, maybe more like 20. Something in there. It's an approximation.
Okay. Okay. What
Wait.
brought you here?
Do you know us when we're old?
Yeah, actually. So basically, Ethan's my adopted dad in the future, and you all were my team, and I knew that some really bad shit was happening in my timeline, and we tried to stop it, and we couldn't. And that timeline ended up so far gone that there was no way that I could fix it on my own. And I tried to track it back to where things went wrong and where we could have set them right. And I realized that it all started right at the beginning before I was even a part of it. So I came back to try and help and basically make sure that another timeline didn't get as fucked as the last one was. I didn't want to tell you this, not because I don't trust or care about you. I need you to know that from the bottom of my heart. That was never what it was. But when I talked literally to you all and like gestures specifically to Leah and to Fantasia, even though Sam is also a part of this conversation, like specifically gestures to those two. And you guys, along with Ethan, told me where I'm from, the other yous told me that if I were to go back, it would be a mistake because there would be too many things that would shift and change and I wouldn't be able to do anything. So I thought that by not telling you I was from the future, things wouldn't shift as much and I would still have information that was useful that we could go off of. At this point, I don't know butterfly effect and all that shit. I don't know how much I've changed. And chances are we're probably starting from scratch. But hey, at least that might be a good thing because we're here together. I truly think that is the most important thing. I think if we fight through this together, we stand a better chance. But I didn't want to lose you all again. So I did what I thought I needed to make things right. I'm sorry that I kept secrets from you this long. Again, please know that it was never because I didn't care. Do you have any questions? Do you want proof? Anything? I can give it.
It's a good thing you didn't have a crush on Ethan, because that would be your dad.
Yeah, no, that's why I didn't have a crush on Ethan, because even though I'm here, I kind of already knew that he was my dad. Adopted dad, again. The future is a little fucked. You know how people really don't like supers here outside the city? That's everywhere where I'm from, and I was turned over to the police when my powers developed. So Ethan's literally the only reason I'm still here.
Where were the rest of us?
2 of you died and 2 of you left.
Which two?
Sam was the first to go. Very short, well, not very shortly. Sam was the first to die. We had another person who joined the team for a little bit, but they ended up dying in the firefights as well. But they joined way later. They were kind of a extra hire. And then eventually, first you, Leah, left the team because of a bunch of things happening with your family and another group. And then Fantasia left as well, following in your footsteps. And then Fantasia died in the firefight. So really the only one who was left standing was you.
Okay, I'd come back in 500 years.
Oh.
What?
Yeah, our souls
Cool.
just kind of cycle through, you know?
Do you remember the things from your old lives?
Really. But I mean, you remember how to like talk and do things, but no, really. It's been a long time.
Okay. I
If
didn't.
you die, then you can come back. You could petition to come back sooner. But it's a long, very long process.
I have so many questions, but I don't have the spoons to answer those ones or ask for those ones right now.
I'm still learning every day about you, Fantasia. You never cease to amaze me.
I just pull it out of my ass. Just.
But literally, you were the person. My original parents, my birth parents, were screwed up. Literally, the reason I can smile and laugh is because of you. And Leah, you're the person who taught me how to fight. The reason I can do all that stuff on the battlefield is because of you. That's why, from the beginning, I've believed in you all, and I've known what you all are capable of. Because you kind of raised me too.
Is there any way people from your time can come back here?
I don't think so. The way I ended up here is kind of weird. There were a series of relics that our enemies were hunting down, and one of them, when we found it, was basically a power amplifier. So it could take someone's pre-existing powers and make them far stronger, not just in what they could already do, but expanding it out to other things in a similar vein. So basically, we all tested it out to see what it would do to our powers, and we figured out that mine, it wouldn't just allow me to teleport to different places, but I could teleport to different times. But because of how extreme the effects of affecting time can be, and also the fact that I most likely wouldn't be able to get back since it wouldn't have enough power, I was warned not to do it. And that I went against that. So good thing that you can't tell my dad, though, because I can't go back there. So it's. I made my choice. I would rather live in a timeline that stands a chance than one that's already dead in the water.
Fair. I, for what it's worth, I'm glad you're here. I really am. And if there's ever a way we can get you back to your time if you'd like to go, even just to help, I guess, stop whatever's happening there, I'd go in a second if it meant it made your life a little easier.
I appreciate that. I don't know if there is a way. If there is, I would want to make sure things were okay here first, because again, the chalkboard, I'm starting to, or the whiteboard, I'm starting to see a lot of these things that fully connect to stuff happening here with Echo, with your parents, with your mom, with everything else. I just, now things are obviously going to be shifted so much that there's a lot that we're going to have to hunt down, but I want to help to make things right here. Then if I can make things right there, I will, but I also lost everyone.
Well, now you
So-
know how to fix everything, so you can just tell us what to do, and then we'll do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So here, the problem is with me coming here, my memories were super fuzzy when I first got here, just because going to a completely different time kind of screws with your brain. But the more that something happens, the bigger tidal waves it can make. So, like, let's say you drop something on my foot, and that could cause an injury that lasts a while, and then that causes me to bump into someone else, and that could start a war, like with the chain of events, one leading into the next. What happens if you didn't drop the thing on my foot? history is rewritten, it changes. My being here means that everything is going to happen differently, especially now that you know I'm from a different time, because that changed the trajectory of events. So I had this information. This is what I know about the world I was from. And now it feels so much clearer to me. Like I remember who these people are, and so many things that I wanted to bring back to tell you, but we can't rely on it as tried and true for this timeline, because who knows how much of it is actually accurate. I think these would be really great as leads to follow as far as where to go next. But as far as what's actually true, I'm about as in the dark as you all are.
Okay.
But okay?
One last question.
Yeah.
Why did you leave to have this conversation without me and Fantasia?
I was hanging out with you all and shopping, and then I saw on my phone with the recap that Ethan was in the infirmary, and I panicked. I was gonna come right back.
Makes sense. You're good.
And then I got in there, and so at your house, Leah, as I was teleporting to try and help get your mom out, I hit a time phenomena, and I was propelled forward and backward and forward in time again. And that's what I was trying to tell you all about, but apparently the brilliant Sam here and does a little knock knock on his like mouse pad squish. But Sam here kind of already had it figured out or had a guess. So they confronted me and I told them.
Pretty smart.
There were a couple of clues.
Yeah, I tried to make sure that they weren't as obvious, but that's not exactly my strong point. So yeah, I didn't want you to have the phone because then I knew you were immediately going to figure it out. And sure enough, here we are. But yeah, that's the basics. So do you still trust me to be on the team?
I'll look at Fantasia first.
Technically, we could all blow up the planet or something other terrible thing, but it's been pretty good so far.
Okay.
I trust you. Forgive me if I'm a little sore about everything, but I still
No, I get it. I didn't come clean with everything. But I also I promise you that I never lied. I tried to do everything I could to make sure I told you I wasn't from here, and that hell, even when your mom asked me, I came clean and told her that I lost my team. But I will do everything in my power to protect you all and make sure that doesn't happen again.
we'd be nothing without our leader anyway, so
I got your back.
Yeah, I guess this makes Ethan the leader because he's her dad.
Well, that's the other timeline, though.
well, all right.
Here he's not actually my dad. Like,
all right,
he never adopted me, he's younger than me in this timeline. That would be so weird.
but
Yeah,
wait,
I'm the oldest one in this timeline.
no. But
You
important
always
question.
ask him
Who
for
was the leader in the other
permission.
timeline?
Say again?
Who was the leader in the other timeline? Because that's the ultra leader.
Yes.
I mean, it was kind of a dual leadership thing between you, Leah, and him. So
See him becoming a leader if he wanted to.
yeah, That's why I've been telling him over and over, once he learns how to fight, he's going to be so good at it. He just needs to not let his anxiety get in the way. The more his heart rate increases, the more his vibrations increase, and the less he has control over it. His anxiety literally feeds the out of control nature of his power.
Huh.
Once he gains more confidence, he's gonna have control over it like it's nothing.
Yeah, let's also hope he doesn't try to go kill whoever the Empress is, especially if like the timeline's all jumbled now.
The Empress doesn't exist here.
Wait, so who's the Empress?
Oh, I would like you all to sit down and let me explain this bit first. So you trust me, right? We just said the whole like
Do
I
we
came
need
here
to
to
get-
protect everyone and I love you all. I love you all,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So in my timeline, the problem was that Echo was slowly trying to enforce their vision of Robbie. Is it okay that I like go off on a tangent about what was
Yeah.
true in my timeline? Okay, cool.
Please do, and then I'm gonna fill in just a couple potential leads from that information.
Perfect. The reason I recognized Echo is because they're the group who arrested me. They started off as a smaller group that basically were political extremists that wanted to make sure that supers didn't have power. That could be political power, that could be social power, things like that. So they did a lot that they could to take down businesses involved with supers, things like that. And it got to the point where the police got involved. And anytime someone was found as a super, they were immediately turned in. I was one of those people. You would often be arrested and put in a facility for the rest of your life. They decided that the best way to enforce their particular law was also by letting a few people keep their powers. And having those people act as figureheads for the organization. And when the Lilac estate was toppled and a lot of the supers in that family were arrested, rather than fighting against or turning herself in because she saw too many other people fall, the Empress, as a super, decided to join them for protection of herself and some of the people she cared about. That was Legionnaire.
What?
Again, it's a different timeline, so it doesn't happen here, and you can change that. That doesn't happen for so many years down the line, and if we stop Echo now, none of that happens.
So, who killed who killed Ethan?
The Empress did.
How many other
Um,
supers did I kill?
I don't have an exact number, but it's up there.
I think I've already pulled out my phone and said I know where the Empress is. To Ethan and Ethan alone.
It's
And I get up and I'm like,
and give me Leah, wait. And it's the like scene of as she's going to leave, she just gently tries to grab the wrist and say, "That isn't you. There are so many other things that happen to that version, and that doesn't have to be you here."
I have a question, GM.
What can I do?
How many conditions can I clear based on the exact way I do certain things?
Oh,
There's no upper limit.
Okay.
damn it! I was gonna try and use tomorrow's golden promise to comfort you with visions of the future. Damn it!
I have already to clear my insecurity by telling Ethan I know exactly where you can find the Empress and texting you a location. Just
Okay.
we can handle this ourselves. And I think I'm gonna clear my anger condition by verbally saying something that's not nice, which I'm like. So I thought I could trust you, and give me a second, but I thought I could trust you before I realized that you were hanging out with me and that we were talking to each other, and like that it wasn't just because you knew I was gonna be like the one who killed your dad, right?
No, that's not at all what this was.
Mm-hmm.
Leah, I care about you so much. I never wanted you to leave the team. I know how broken that version of you was. I wanted to make sure that you didn't follow that path because there is a better way and you don't deserve that. You deserve so much more than whatever happened in that timeline, and you deserve a chance to be able to redeem that.
Couldn't redeem something I didn't know I was fucking up in, and I I I don't know. I don't think I can. I'm not looking at you. I think I've like pointedly just turned around, and I think she just like speeds out, but there's like the quick crumple of like she is overwhelmed and not really sure what to do as she
But
just
like,
sort of takes away.
it sounds to me like you might be wanting to use your influence over Umbra to inflict a condition on them. Uh, they are already guilty, but you could make them, for instance, hopeless or insecure. If that sounds like what you were trying to do.
Wasn't on purpose, but if the shoe fits.
Yeah. It definitely fits. It definitely fits.
I'm trying to help y'all engage with the mechanics of influence more, you know.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think insecure. I don't want to feel hopeless. I just want Jamie to feel bad for the way this was handled.
Mm.
So Leah
Okay.
speeds out.
Let me just give you this heart. This is player to player across the table. I love everyone here.
Me too. Yes, absolutely. Yes. But yeah.
And we're gonna stay in the sanctuary at least for a second, as there's maybe that like there's the sound of like the air and kind of like a bunch of receipts from various pizza places like fly up in the air with the burst of movement.
Are you mad at me? Looks to Fantasia like, hopefully at least not all the teammates me.
So, I think kind of cool.
Really?
I mean, Ethan's not dead. Legionnaire's not evil. Yet.
Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. I tried to track it back to and points to the whiteboard. I tried to track it back to the earliest moment where Sam was still with the team, where everyone was getting to know each other so that I could integrate as seamlessly as possible. It made the most sense at the time, but I don't know, maybe Leah's right.
At this point, I'm gonna jump in as a GM. So, couple of things that actually, honestly, probably Sam would point these out because JP and Sam are very quite clever individuals. So, yes, Echo was the group responsible. Like kind of mentioned, they were not really a big deal because while they clearly were they had the belief and they had the drive, they couldn't force any of these supers to do anything, right? Uh, there's the disparity in power, and they didn't have like a huge political backing, right? Um, so what eventually happened was the group Rising Tide. They basically just kind of secretly provoked the like more outspoken of the super community until multiple incidents started happening. There was a riot at one point, and then through that process managed to eventually actually get that UN member to propose a program that would essentially you know make being superpowered uh, at the very least some you have to be under constant surveillance and monitoring. um, and so it was a much uh, more it was much more of a like long game kind of thing because again they had no way to combat or uh, go up against anyone.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
And at this point I think Sam probably also I think I should try and find Ethan.
Probably be pretty helpful.
If you find out where he is, just keep us posted. I just feel like I'm the last person he wants to see right now.
That may be entirely correct. And we'll just head out.
Jamie's just gonna look at the whiteboard and stare at it before basically going, okay, well, no one is wanting to hang out with me right now except for Fantasia. I'm gonna try and detail out these notes as much as is humanly possible, and then like if there's a printer, straight up goes and just plugs in the phone and starts printing out the pictures of her with the team just as evidence and like stringing them up around just so there's like additional things to be like, I swear I'm not your enemy. And Fantasia, you would probably see like there are a few pictures. One is just like an older you, but like beautifully model posed, but with the quirkiest and most insane colors as far as the outfit. Like very clearly Fantasia picked the outfit herself. There is one picture that is like a much younger Jeannie, so like white big curly hair and freckles, and the two of you like have hairbrushes and are singing in the bathroom while water is just pouring out of the shower. And a few other pictures basically of the two of them just like having a lot of fun together. So
nice.
Mm-hmm.
So are we hot in the future? Is that what I look like?
Yeah, that's what you look like. You were beautiful.
Is it cool in the future?
No, I left because everyone I loved was dying. So no.
Oh, that's true.
They do finally get hoverboards. So that's nice.
Oh, I have one. Oh, maybe they stole it from me.
It was actually designed based on a movie called Back to the Future. They couldn't really go off the ground very far, but they had like a few inches in them, so it was like fun for skateboarders.
Are you okay though?
Not as okay as I hoped I would be. It's both really great and also really mindfucky to regularly be hanging out with the people who you lost. I'm really grateful, but I was worried something like that might happen. So
Fantasia, roll the comfort and support.
I can do that. I
Yeah.
can do that.
It's your mundane.
What is that? Is that mundane? Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. It's gonna roll. Okay, it's not doing that, so we're just gonna
It
roll
just-
manually.
We got
Oh,
a
there it
6.
went. Okay,
It
it's a
got-
7. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So that's a hit. So so go ahead and you can mark a potential, clear condition, or shift labels since you definitely opened up.
Okay, we'll take.
That's to Nerissa, not for you.
wait, what do I do?
So succeed on the comfort support, and then you opened up. So that means person who got
Oh,
comforted,
you.
yes, can mark potential,
Okay,
clear
gotcha.
condition, or shift labels. If you gotten a 10 plus, then you would have gotten a bonus as well.
I think still definitely guilty, but I'll get rid of that insecure of just the moment of, oh God, the person I'm developing heckin' feelings for left. And now it's just, wow, I fucked up and people don't trust me. Yay.
Wait, you said that out loud?
No.
No.
Okay, I was like,
That was me, Nerissa, not
okay.
Jamie, the character in the game. No, I think Jamie just like says what I said to you of it. It just is weird being around people who I lost, and it's been hard to not be able to talk about it.
To me about it. I mean, weirder things have happened.
Would it be weird if I said,
Not a lot weirder, but yeah.
ask me anything about the future? Literally anything.
Did I get a dog?
Oh, you had 5.
I have 5 dogs?
You were obsessed. Once you got the first one, you kept saying that they needed more friends, and you built a whole park in your backyard for them.
Does Sam explode?
Sam does not explode, but his powers did get the most of him in the middle of a fight. Basically, someone found a way to overload his system, and when he tried using his powers to help us get out of a fight, it ended up overloading him. So he melted more than exploded.
We gotta
Sorry, Sam.
No, Sam's gone. Left to go find.
Oh, that's right.
Just
That's right. Thank you.
So you say sorry, Sam, just out there.
Yep.
Does Leah get with that girl from Hot Topic?
No, Leah does not get with the girl from Hot Topic.
Is that why she becomes the Empress?
No, her getting with the girl from Hot Topic is not her getting or not getting with the girl from Hot Topic is not why she became the Empress. It was a lot more based on the fact that the Rising Tide became really powerful and kind of boosted Echo's mission, and the UN got involved. One thing led to another, and in a world where it basically seemed like the war was lost, Leah thought that trying to come up with some sort of peace bargain from the inside was the right way. And then we don't know if her head got fucked up, or she was under control, or if it was just a complete political switch. But she joined the bad guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think Ethan's ready to be a dad, though.
No. Again, I'm older than him in this timeline. I'm 18. I'm technically legally an adult here. So I didn't expect him to be my dad. I just want to be your teammate and his friend. Him having to be
Weird.
What, me wanting to be friends with the person who trained me? The people
Oh,
who
because you know him as your dad, so it's kind of like knowing your dad as a kid, and then but he's still your dad, but he's a kid. But
I mean, yes, this is true. I'm not going to ask him to do anything that I would expect Father Ethan to do, but I am
I
going
mean,
to
you
try and
act
take
really
care of him to
nervous all
repay
the
the
time,
favor.
and anytime that he gets mad, you apologize a lot, and you act like you're about to get punished. So
Listen. Number one, that's rude. How dare you read me like that? Number two, I've been trying to make sure that I can at least give him some of the security that he gave me back. I'm trying to save for an apartment. Hasn't been working great, but I'm trying. At least he's got the landlord for now, but
fair.
yeah. I just hope, since we're starting this early on, way before Rising Tide and Echo actually make any major change, that we can stop them before something big happens. So that's my hope. Fingers crossed. But until then, I guess we wait for Ethan and Leah and Sam and everyone else to get back. So, co-op? And holds up a game controller.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's go! And hands a controller, and we'll start playing like Super Smash Brothers Melee or something like that.
And we will
Oh
cut
yes,
over.
the game you suck at.
So Leah, are you going home?
I text Ethan an address and said, "I know where the Empress is." That was my reckless action.
Yes.
I think.
So where are you going then here?
Um, hmm, probably like a warehouse district,
Mhm.
like somewhere where, just in case this gets messy,
Sure.
it
Open
gonna,
space.
yeah, exactly. The classic Dragon Ball move of finding your nearest rock formation to
Yeah,
fight
yeah,
at.
of course. How long of no text back and like straight to voicemail if you try calling do you think would it take before Leah thinks maybe he's not showing up?
I think an hour, uh, because she's also sitting and just sitting with all this
In the
information in her head.
feelings.
Yeah, the space is also not bad for her, so
Yeah.
it's away from the world. I think she just has like music in her ears, uh, as she's dealing with all of this.
I'll say around the hour mark, your mother just sends you a text like, "Should we expect you for dinner?" Question mark.
I think I text back. Um, Studying with Umbra, I might be home late. I just kind of sit there a little bit longer.
Yeah.
I think
She'll
I
just
text Fantasia at that point.
okay. What do you text?
Uh, Fantasia, are you and Jamie still at the sanctuary?
Yes, I am kicking her butt in Smash. Love Fantasia.
I think I like read that a little too fast for a split second. I'm like, no.
We're
No.
smashing.
Yeah. No, I thought it was just they're fighting, um, and I think with that I'll return to the sanctuary after like an hour of clearing my head.
Mhm.
At the moment you come in, I think like in the middle of a match, Jamie stops, even if Fantasia's still fighting, and looks over. And then just takes an extra controller and holds it out as a way of being like, are we okay?
I take it. I think I sit down a little pouty. Um. Oh. While we're playing, question: where are you gonna sleep? Because I may have heard from a little birdie that your current living arrangements are legally dubious.
Asia, I asked you to keep that on the down low.
I did not say that at all.
Even here, you were bad at keeping secrets. Huh? What other little birdie? No one else here can turn into a little birdie except you.
I forgot to keep it a secret. Also, Leah knows you have a crush on her.
What?
She's walking away.
It's like blushing, like Jamie's whole face goes red. Wait, did you actually leave?
Like she's like I'm assuming it's like this giant room, and there's like the kitchen that's like connected to the
you're just hanging out.
Just like
So
in the
it's like the
kitchen.
two of us awkwardly sitting next to each
So
other.
like you two are the only ones on the couch. Yeah.
right.
Do you want to talk about that, or is that not a today thing?
Are we? First things first. Are we just okay in general?
I would like to have a longer talk about all of that.
Yeah. It sounds like we just need to have a general DTR.
Yeah, I think a check-in would be nice.
So I believe in you. I wouldn't have come back here if I didn't. I don't think you're going to become the Empress here. I truly don't. And know that the time that we have spent together here has meant a lot to me.
Yeah. I don't open up with people super well. So I think the fact I'm upset as I am / was maybe indicates that I care for you a great deal. You've met my family. You see how weird I am. You can get how I end up like that. Uh, I'm sorry that I said everything I said. I was just really scared that for a minute that maybe you were just hanging out to keep me from being a weapon, and that was definitely the anxiety and insecurity talking and not you, because I know you and you care about all of us here.
And Jamie leans a little and just puts a hand on your knee. I never spent time with you because I didn't want you to become a weapon. I spent time with you because I care about you and I know the amazing person you are without all of the bad experiences that made you take that turn. And I don't have any other place. I was staying in the mattress store so you wouldn't know I was homeless because I came back from the future, and asking to crash on your couch for multiple days in a row would lead to questions that kind of got us to this very moment. So
All right, so the real question is
I
guest
cook
bedroom
all
or
the time.
sanctuary?
what
Guest
Two
bedroom
people.
or sanctuary?
You don't have to do that.
That wasn't the
don't.
question. The question was guest bedroom or sanctuary. Depends on how much you want my mother me mugging you.
Where will I be around you more? That was I didn't mean it like that.
Yes.
I just meant like I just meant so we could like
Guest
work on
bedroom.
assignments
Yes,
together
yes,
and also
yes,
like be able to hang out and coordinate. Yeah,
Yes,
cool.
guest
Guest bedroom,
bedroom.
cool. Yeah, that's great. That works.
Yeah.
Guest bedroom. Let's do the guest bedroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Unless that's weird. No, I can stay here.
No,
This is
no,
great.
no,
No, look, I'm already comfortable on the couch. Look, and Jamie like lays on the couch. See, I'm on the couch, so we're doing it. This is fine. Great. I'm just gonna grab some water and then and as pulling a blanket over her head and disappear into the abyss.
But I think you deserve more comfort than just our like base. This place isn't like you see how we live here. This
Do you want me to be around your mother more and have her ask more questions?
no, but then I maybe got the piano tuned just in case.
Okay, cool.
It'd be cool to have you look. We can still use the sanctuary as much as normal, but I think an actual like nice home situation would be better than our teenage bug out base.
So guest bedroom then?
Yeah.
Are we gonna tell your parents that I'm sleeping over? Or are we telling them? Because your mom doesn't take bullshit. If she asks questions, we have to tell her.
No. Yeah. We tell dad first. That gives us a little bit more wiggle room, and then we tell mom. Because we'll make it clear that this is strictly like for superheroing reasons. Because it is. But also it means I'll be able to study like easier, and also to make sure I'm up on time for class and I'm not waiting till the last minute. You know.
You don't trip on more chairs, I got you.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
this is a good idea.
Okay.
Oh god. All right.
Mhm.
Do we just like you want to like take 30 minutes to just like formulate the plan for this?
For just
How we're
living
gonna
with
tell my
you
parents?
or
Not
that
telling
right.
them that we talked.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Hi. My friend Jamie's house burned down.
We can't do lies again. My mom will see
Well,
right.
do you want us to lie to your dad and then tell your mom the truth, or do you want us to tell them both the truth? Because it seems like it's gonna get to your mom pretty quickly either way.
Leah needs a place to stay due to complications, and I thought we have the most resources, and then you can keep an eye. And since team leader, yada yada, this is a good work business idea.
Your
If we
mom's
pick-
gonna have a lot of questions if you keep it that vague.
That's fine. That's the outline.
I am an orphan. My team died. My dad was on that team, which I have told your mother. And I have been trying to fend for myself. You just found out, and you're not having it. Maybe your mom will like the fact that you took that extra step.
Yeah, that would make me seem more leaderly. And
Okay.
for the record, I should also tell her that like I've offered this to everybody here if they ever need a place to stay, which is true.
Yeah, that way it doesn't seem like it's specifically a for me thing, and we get
Yeah, exactly.
more questions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Huh.
are you okay? Did you just have a heart attack?
Your mother does text you at this point as well.
Oh,
This is it's happening today. Okay, fuck. Okay.
Speak of the devil, and she shall appear.
Do you think you could swing by the house for a second?
Yes, I text back. Yes, I have a guest or not a guest. I have Jamie with me. We just need to talk about some logistics as well. So
We'll text back. Okay. Just come on in first, and then she's always welcome. Of course.
All right, so yeah, I guess it's time to talk to my mom. Fantasia, did you hear any of that?
Oh no, I heard all of it.
Ooh.
Can you
Disappointed you're not
pretend
staying in the
not to?
sanctuary though, because it's really fun, and I have slumber parties by myself here, and
Well, we can all have slumber parties.
Yeah, we could have a team slumber party. That's fine.
yeah, but her mom gets mad if we like get too loud.
Sanctuary's an underground bunker. It's fine.
So I meant at your house.
Oh yes, no, my yeah, it's a different story, but we can still have family dinner there sometimes on occasion, just as long as you're willing to diversify from pizza at least twice. Anyway, I
I'll
guess
consider
my
it.
mom messaged. I guess I gotta. Do you want it time to go home? I guess.
Do you want me to get us over there?
I mean, either way, I'm super fast. Do you have things you have to go grab from the mattress store?
No, this is all I got. And literally the like super ratty backpack that Jamie wears around every day, you realize that the reason why Jamie's constantly carrying books rather than putting them in the bag is because the bag is filled with the few living possessions that Jamie owns. So, like, 2 outfits, one for days where Jameson gets much bigger, and one for when Jamie is much smaller,
Okay.
and the super suit that basically they always wear.
All right. After we get home, we need to go over wardrobe stuff. I have a ton of extra clothes.
Thanks.
Of course, I'd offer all that for all of you. Sure, you can teleport us.
All right. Here. And takes like a second, I think, to like try and focus and remember how this happened last time, because last time there was a full portal, it was completely by accident. And I think it's a bit of the like Spider-Man go web. Wait, how did I do this last time? You know, of just like doing different hand gestures. And then you both probably see after a minute, Jamie takes a really deep breath, and when they release it, their entire body fades into that shadow, and from their feet, the portal kind of appears underneath them. So, and this completely shadow figure extends a hand to you, Leah.
Of course, I take it.
And you're covered and it like eclipsed in that shadow as well, and we literally sink into the portal and come back up on the other side outside your parents' house.
Okay, outside the house.
Yeah.
Cool.
I love how they just like leave Fantasia there. Bye. It's fine. No. She knows it's like special girlfriend time. So. Ooh.
Yeah, we haven't had that DTR. They're too scared for it.
Just friends. Just a
Just friends right now.
Yeah, this is just
friends
my
had
very
a
good
DTR.
friend.
And they were roommates.
Oh my god, they were roommates.
They were roommates.
I was just offering a friend a house. This is just good buddy content.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So yes, you two are outside of the Lilac estate.
All right, so ring the doorbell, and Jamie, not even thinking anything else of it, like goes to reach for the doorbell.
I let it happen, but I look a little panicked.
Ding dong.
Come on in.
Open the door for Leah.
I mean, yeah. All right, so you stay like right here, like I mean, on the inside of the door, of course, but just in case it's one of those my entire family's here situations, and I just step forward to
wait,
make
should-
sure.
Yeah, should I wait out here?
No,
or-
inside the foyer is fine.
Okay.
Yeah, foyer is fine. It sounds like I'm introducing you. Great time to step out. I step into the room. Is there family here?
And the lights come up, and for the second time this series, the entire Lilac family is here, and there's a big banner that says "Congrats, Legionnaire," and everyone, and there's like cake, and there like people have like wine and champagne, and everyone looking a little awkward having just heard that whole exchange does nonetheless like cheer and like clap, and your mother comes up and hugs you, holding you super tight, and we'll cut away with that here. uh, and yeah, Umbra, you are just standing taking that all in.
I think when Leah said, "Hey, like hide in the corner," Umbra's immediate instinct was cool, and just immediately becomes one with the like corner shadow behind the door. So if you go to look back and be like, "Hey, there's just like nothing. It's just like a shadow on the wall, and that's it."
Incredible. So we're gonna cut away for now. Ethan, you're awake. Not sure exactly how long it's been. The blinds to the office are closed. You don't see Dr. Hyde anywhere right now.
Professor? Professor?
There's like a unleashing noise, and the desk up against the wall slides to reveal a kind of hallway behind it, and you just hear, "Come on in."
Do this. Could do this. And he gets up and starts walking towards there, like stretching and wiping the eye boogers out.
Did you sleep well?
Yeah, I did. Thank you. Um,
You can see what looks like essentially the robotics lab that Dr. J, who owns this place, works in, but like a bit smaller. But you can see a lot of different little projects, and then there is kind of like a large, um, something large with like a canvas over it. And on one of the walls, there's like a large screen, and he pushes a button, and a cell phone video of, you can't tell what, but you know what, something just punch a hole straight through a skyscraper. Recognize this?
um, so remember when I told you I collided with a building? That was one of them.
So you said you want me to make you more powerful?
Yeah.
More powerful.
How?
Do you think power is what you're lacking?
Control is what I'm lacking.
Yes. Thinking that we are agreed. Because I theorize that there might not be a ceiling to what you can do.
Well,
Who knows? If this is, I mean, you've clearly broken the sound barrier. So, how do we gain control? Well, we are going to continue with some of what we were doing before. Martial arts is in a lot of case is also about control and holding back when you don't need to go all out. However, um, I have been interested in empowered individuals for a long time and have actually assisted in uh, at first in my mentor and now in my own projects surrounding the combination of powers and technology. And I think a uncompleted project that I consulted on may in fact come in use in that. Now, that is of course, if you are open and think you are up to it.
I will give it a try. Anything that I need to be able to control this. I need to be better. I need to, and so look down. I need to save everyone.
Well, I will do what I can to help. And we'll pull the tarp down, and you see, with some modifications from the last time you've seen it, the kind of uh, like exoskeleton-like device that was in Kinesis's lab. That kind of
Mhm.
like goes over your spine and then extends to each of your limbs and up to the neck. And as we get the panel of the reveal, we're gonna take a break here and come back for more of the UnRemarkables soap opera. Thank you all so much for being here so far. I hope you're having a great time, and we will see you soon. Get up, stretch your legs, drink some water, and we will be back. Transition! Hello, and welcome back to the UnRemarkables, where the drama is almost as good as the gay panic. So, we are back. Thank you, thank you. Welcome. I hope y'all had a great break. I spent it just incredibly excited to get back into it. So, let's get back into it. So, last we left off, Leah is getting hugged by her mother, and the entire kind of Lilac family is standing applauding. And Jamie just melted out of existence. And as like, and I want to be very clear. This is like super tight. Like this is like a lot of emotion is being conveyed through this hug. Um,
Cool.
and you see, she just like, I always knew you. I always knew it. I always knew it was you had it in you. I'm so proud of you.
This is a very conflicting amount of feelings today. I've gotten a lot of positive affirmation and the knowledge that I might kill one of my friends in the future. So, whew.
And we'll after a little bit longer than a normal, especially for you and your mother hug, we'll step back, and sorry, do you want to come in more than the front entrance? I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, so Jamie's also here. Like, I didn't realize it was gonna be like a thing.
Yeah.
Jamie just like
Jimmy, you're free. Where it's plenty of food and dessert. No wine or champagne, obviously, but uh, welcome.
Jamie hears Mrs. Lilac now calling for her, and you basically, Leah, see around the corner just the outline of Jamie creeping along the wall before then popping out and reforming. And now, like, it's almost like sometimes the way that Jamie transforms is way too appropriate for how they're feeling in that moment, because now Jamie is like 5'0", small, mousy brown hair, just like nervous.
how much gayer could Leah get? Um,
My favorite game show.
Hi, Mrs. Lilac. And I'm pretty sure that like Jameson was around for a while and Jamie was still wearing the super baggy clothes. They're just baggier now. Like it's even baggier.
Yeah. And we'll like not miss a beat. Hello, welcome. Have you had dinner yet?
Not yet, ma'am.
Oh, please. My husband was cooking all day. He was so excited. Come on. Why don't we
What are we celebrating?
And everyone will kind of turn back to Leah. Do you wanna show it off?
what? I don't know what you're referring to in this capacity.
I wasn't conscious for a lot of what happened. But between what I can remember and some very minimal security cam footage, I could have sworn you were maybe you just had like a really good hair day. But if I remember, you were like just kind of like glowing that last night. I don't know, something about you.
What is she talking about?
So, long story short, I have a couple of powers that I don't have, that like most of my family has. So I kind of, when saving my mom, I tapped into it a little bit. Um,
I'm so proud of you.
no, thanks. But the thing is, I don't know if I can do it on command. It was sort of a stressful situation. And I'm like
Wait.
whispering this only to.
So was this just the glowing thing, or was this like the Eternal Arsenal?
I mean, the internal arsenal thing. I haven't done neither of them since. Um, I'm just gonna roll freak to try to do
unleash
this.
your powers.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh no.
Because this was the armor too. During your
It was the imprint of armor. It wasn't the full armor.
right.
Dice, you gotta help me this one time, please. Or damn it.
Box
Damn it.
cars.
I didn't want you to help
And you
me.
shall receive.
I didn't want that actually. Oh no! Now I look competent in front of my
The
family.
dice are on my side.
Ah,
As
so like, yeah,
it's not like a solid like plate of armor like the rest of your family, but tangible like ethereal glowing armor surrounds you.
I think her skin also like takes once again a bit of like a glowing, almost like she has highlighter on. Because the two powers I don't have are that armor and I believe the other one is
Unearthly beauty, I believe.
yes, exactly. So yeah, godlike beauty in the divine armor.
So you just Shiva out, okay?
Yes,
a
correct.
little bit.
Like armor, and just kind of starts like do like glowing radiance, like exuding this like powerful energy. Just
So
yeah.
I think that I have seen this form of Leah in the other timeline, but I haven't seen this Leah like this.
Yeah.
And
no.
just Jamie's heart stops in their chest for a minute while they look up just in wonder.
Lee, you see your mom is like has like is crying a little bit, like has a few tears. Happy tears.
Hey, that's incredible.
I believe if I said I didn't know that I could do this again.
I know you can. Hey, so fun fact, and I would like to use one of my abilities. So I have tomorrow's golden promise, which means when you cover or support someone with tales of what you think their future will be, you may roll plus savior instead of plus mundane.
Please
Mark and condition unless you are confident the stories are true, and this is 100% true.
Yep. Please do.
In the future I saw, not only can you do that many more times, but you will get even more control over it. And you have no idea just how radiant you can shine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think despite you being a lot smaller than me in this moment, I'm kind of trying not to meet your eyes because like this is overwhelming for me.
No, I think that when Jamie says that, like starts off looking up at you, and then the last bit like does the awkward like looking anywhere but directly at you, like hair's going over the ear.
Yeah, same. Well, hi everyone. It wasn't a. I mean, like, I guess it's cool that I saved mom, but I wasn't trying to show off. Or I. Does this mean that my handprint works on the family thing now?
You see, there's actually like a good few family members kind of laugh, and your dad's like, all in good time. We'll don't worry. We are almost. It's almost time to talk about that. But we wanted to celebrate because, well, obviously you have your high school and your team and all of that, but this is it. We finally get to talk about how the Legionnaire comes out to the public as as part of the legacy. I mean, obviously, we wanted you to be able to learn and grow, but you're doing it. You've learned. You're growing, and you're not. And we. This is it. It's incredible. We're all so proud of you, sweetheart.
Thank you. I, I really do appreciate the amount of like all of this, but I didn't do it for. I only did it to save mom. Like,
Of course, yes. Don't we know that nobody really tries. It just they when it's needed. when it's time, the legacy just kind of awakens. And it's not something we can force. People have tried, it does not work. So we're just so excited. We're so excited. It's going to be incredible. And yes, why don't we? That's very good. Unless you have a negative save.
No, I have a +3 on Savior, so that's a 13 to the comfort and support roll. So on a hit, they hear you, and you can either dare mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels if you open up to me. But also,
Which
like
did.
you
Yes.
did.
So go ahead and pick one of those, and then you can.
In
add
a 10
team
plus, you can
or
also
clear
add a
condition.
3 to the pool.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm clearing the guilty condition. Feels right. Feels like the right condition to drop.
I think. And then
I'm gonna add a team to the pool. I'm not clearing that condition yet because things are still not right with Ethan, so it doesn't feel right.
sounds good.
Mhm.
All right. We have a team, everyone. Congrats. And also, Leah, would you like to resist this influence?
From my family?
Yeah.
I'm really torn. I think I'm going to try to resist it because it still feels like too much for her.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, so much pressure now. Do I add anything to that?
You sure don't. Their words hit you hard. Marking condition, and the GM will adjust your labels. So go ahead and mark whatever condition you like. But go ahead and
The one that
shift
can't be
your-
touched is Savior. That one's locked.
That's right. Savior is locked. So why don't you lower your mundane
No.
and increase your superior?
But I liked my 3 mundane.
Well. Oops.
I was the champion of the people.
Now you're the champion of the legacy. Isn't that great? And so after all that, listen, we can talk about all of the details later. We wanted to get together and celebrate this moment as a family. It's an important moment, important time, and you deserve. I know you didn't try. This wasn't an intentional. This was something that happened, but that means that you were ready. You know that it happened because you could.
Thank
So-
you. Yeah, I will make the family proud, but I also do kind of need to go run upstairs to get some stuff handled real fast.
Yeah, of course. We know you will, honey.
Should my
That's
team come for this? Should we call it the team?
it's okay. We can go through the deep. We don't. This is we're just here to celebrate, and we can work things out. But
Cool. I'll be right back. I just want to get changing something more of
Yeah.
a party.
go ahead.
And then I also whisper to Jamie please meet me upstairs, and I just kind of fly up.
You. Nice meeting you. I'll talk to you all in a minute, but I need to and follows after.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. That's oh god, that's all overwhelming. That's overwhelming.
It's okay. I've met them before. I'm used to it.
Yeah, no, you didn't meet everybody. That's everybody.
Mhm.
Oh,
I before.
hold up. Actually, Damas-Han redeemed one of the two heroic saves for this session, so you get to reroll that influence.
Poof, let's see.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Ooh,
Mhm.
thank you.
Audience has got your back. And
Thanks,
that
Jamison. Thank you.
is an 11.
It's Leah's day.
Woo, baby.
The luck is
So
on her side.
choose to clear condition or mark a potential by immediately acting to prove them wrong. That sure would be fun. Shift one label up and one label down, your choice, or cancel the influence and take +1 forward against.
I think I will mark potential because I do love marking that potential. That'll take me to a full level up, so that's fun. Maybe I'll level up and grab those powers. Who knows? And ooh, and I still might adjust the label. I think I might
Yeah,
I'll adjust a little bit of the labels. Let
You
me
got it.
see. I'll down my danger. Uh, I'll down the danger, up the freak.
sounds good. And of course, put your mundane back to that nice pristine +3.
Yep. But I think I do still overwhelmed by all of this.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
the result is the same, but you feel different about it. To a degree.
Yeah, my entire family's here, and it didn't. I had a feeling that they'd do something like this, but like that's still a lot of people for you to meet, and I don't want. I I don't know. I was expecting more of my usual mom talks, which are like stern and not loving.
It's okay. I mean, they came over for dinner, and I was gonna have to meet them at some point anyway, right? Because, guest room.
Yeah. Um, well, also close. And then
Oh, yeah,
she
I
like
probably
moves
shouldn't.
through her closet and grabs a ton of her old clothes. She's the type to like collect and like hold on to a lot of them and just give them as hand me downs. So a lot of baggy band shirts and like old jeans she could wear in like probably middle school, especially for right now, and then some for whenever you're Jameson and bigger. Um, you can have all of these if you like them.
I mean, that gives me a lot of other options. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Um,
If you get a backpack, by the way, we can go like shopping. I can foot the bill.
are are you sure?
It's my family's card. It's not a big deal.
Okay. As long as it's not a big deal, that'd be great. I was having a lot of fun with you in Fantasia. I just wanted to make sure Ethan was okay.
No. That we can maybe relitigate the shopping later. Maybe we can bring the whole team.
That sounds great to me.
But I think for now I'd like a minute to just decompress for all that.
It's okay. Take a breath. We can go down whenever you want.
Yeah. And I think I just sort of sit on the floor and just like I do keep my bass in here, and I just sort of like absentmindedly, almost like a stim toy, just start like playing like a little ditty just to like center myself. And I'm kind of good with the scene for now, just so we can jump back to.
Yeah. The thing I'll end on is your mom actually texts you and says most of everyone is heading out. If you want to say goodbye, otherwise, come on down when you're ready.
I do the quick goodbye tour.
Yeah. I feel just like that. Bye, thank you so much. Yeah,
From like hanging from upstairs a little bit, like, it's lovely seeing you. See you next family get together.
yeah. The only thing is that that's not me. Which person am I?
Cousin.
Yes, our cousin Leon. No, that's not the right one. That's Uncle LaShawn. There we go.
Yep.
There's the section of my notes that they're like the lilacs, and since they're all L names, it's hard to find any of
It's a
them.
menace. It's
It's great. I love it, but it is a menace. So LaShawn, just as you're hanging, is like, Hey, obviously, fucking a lot. Sorry, was no better for me. If we could just like talk sometime, whenever it's all good. Um,
Yeah. sh- 2 days. 2
Yeah.
days.
Great. Um,
Bye,
yeah,
cuz.
peace out. And yes, we'll take their leave and we'll shift. Um, so Ethan, you're in Dr. Hyde's uh, or professor. You don't actually know technically his title. You're just, but yes, you're in their uh, private laboratory.
Yeah, so I look at it and I stare at it for a moment and I go, and I remember seeing the blueprints from it that I had Sam download. And I back then I was like, I need something like this. It'll help me control my power. So being the oblivious being he is just like, oh, this is perfect. And he you know. So what do I need to take my shirt off? How do I get?
Well, I wanted to talk to you, so I'm not I'm gonna have to do some testing as far as not sure where powers emanate from, if
Hmm.
that makes sense. For instance, if they come out from your hands, then we might want to focus on maybe modifying the device to be more on your hands. What this will do, it was intended to, it's an energy absorber. So hopefully, when you do what you do, it will absorb that force before it then exits. It was originally supposed to dampen uh, just pure kinetic force,
Hmm.
but if I can do some testing, it should be able to help dampen however, whatever you put out.
But 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 if it dampens it, that means that I'll what I do is weakened, right?
It might be weaker, but by decreasing the magnitude, it should be much easier to focus and control. It's the
Oh,
difference of swinging a sledgehammer versus a hammer. It might be
oh,
smaller, but you can focus.
okay. It's not something that has to be like grafted to me, right? It's just to help me get my control, and then we can move off of it.
Well, we're gonna have to. I don't know yet. Uh, Once I know more about how this works, I think it might. But probably not. But eh, that might be. I don't want to lie and
Hmm.
tell you definitely not, because it could be possible that anything less and it would just fly off or shatter.
Hmm.
Because
You're right.
however your power works, your body is fine.
Hmm.
If you could overload yourself, and maybe you can just haven't even, but it's so far with the amount of power you've already displayed, you can't break yourself. It doesn't affect you, but so if it's not, tied to the one thing that's immune, then it might just, for instance, if you're holding a glass and used your powers, you would probably shatter the glass still.
Yeah,
And so
that's happened.
it would just be putting shrapnel on your back. Maybe. Again, we can find out.
Okay, I've seen a lot of comics. Like there was one where they grafted on gloves like gauntlets, and it just like it got real graphic into it, and they showed the nails going into the bone and everything, and that just it was so painful. Like I don't know if I can handle that. That's my only fear, really.
Well, that is what, you know, anesthetics are for.
Yeah. He's gonna take out his phone and look at it and like hit a couple buttons and then realize, oh shit, it's off. So he's gonna turn it back on. He's like, all right, I guess whatever test we need to do, just I'm ready. I'm ready when you are, Professor. I need to improve. I need to take care. I need to I need to change the future. And as he says that, he feels from his phone, and he looks and he's like, oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, Professor. And he looks and he sees a bunch of missed calls and text messages, and he's scrolling, and all of a sudden you see him stop, and his entire expression changes, and the phone drops.
Yes?
And there's you can feel like a rumbling start in the room, like the room starts shaking.
We are beginning the testing. All right. Uh, begins grabbing devices and like it looks like kind of like speed trap camera and like just like starts a bunch of devices already.
And he reaches down, picks up the phone, and Leia gets a text saying, phone is off. I mean, phone was off. Where is she?
Incredible. I love Dare keeping us in suspense.
Mhm.
I'm so sorry.
You're good.
One more time for the prompt. The music I was playing was a little loud. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. You get a text that says phone was off, period. And then you get another text right after it that says in all caps and a period after each word. Where is she?
Meet me at my house.
He doesn't even respond. He just actually the phone like it starts to like you see like a small crack start on the
I
screen,
swear
and he
he's
just
laying
puts
to
it in
my
his
house.
pocket, and he looks up at the professor. I need to Is there any way we can try this machine right now without grafting it?
That would be. It might not work. Uh, if.
I can give you the test you need right now.
All right. And will um,
And
essentially.
he's gonna like turn his back and back up towards the machine and just hold his arms out, ready to get outfitted with it.
as the onto each wrist, and it kind of like lays down. Like it does not is not super comfortable. It's like the cold metal lays on every single like vertebrae down your spine, and then like locks around the waist, and then right on the ankles.
And you can hear the clacking of metal because his entire body is just vibrating at this point.
Although, as it is there, you can see essentially what is happening is that the device is kind of also segmented, almost like a spine, and essentially it looks like each of those discs can kind of vibrate and thus like release kind of that kinetic force, almost like how buildings have like bars in the middle that can move around for earthquakes. It has this device does have some readouts, so I will be able to gather some data remotely through it.
Great.
Are you sure you're ready?
I don't know if I'm going to get another chance. And
Right.
he is just going to he's going to walk out the door. And when he gets outside, he is going to try and do the rail gun again. But this time he knows like where he is, and he's aiming for Leia's house.
As you leave, they will like grab your hand and like look you in the eyes. Remember, nothing great ever achieved without someone taking a risk. And kind of let your hand go.
And then he's just gonna kind of like hit like a squat, and then he's gonna try and dump as much power as he can to launch himself.
I'm guessing that you're not resisting that influence, by the way.
Nope.
Great. Go ahead and up your danger and lower your savior, if you could.
No.
Yeah.
But I don't wanna.
Oh, well then you shouldn't have listened to this adult unconditionally.
Hey, I'm not in the right headspace. I
So
got future death issues going on.
how this device is going to work is that whenever you unleash your powers, you can re-roll. If you re-roll into a full failure again, we're gonna have a talk.
Oh, jeez. Yes, Father. I'm sorry.
Cool.
All
So-
right, so unleash my powers.
Go ahead and unleash your powers.
So,
Can be freak.
no, that won't work for this. Okay. No, because the new ability I grabbed is growing into power. When you unleash your powers to do something your future self can do, mark a condition to roll plus savior instead of plus freak.
Oh, well, that's great. I just lowered that.
Yeah, that's fine. That's still a +2 versus a -1.
Right. Go ahead and roll +2.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that, and I am going to mark angry because I am not a happy boy.
So good.
And that is a 13.
Incredible. Like a bullet, and this time where last time you didn't feel like you were controlled, you actually instead of just having the initial launch, which pushed you about, you kind of keep like a steady pulse kind of going, and in that way are able to like weave through buildings. So we get like this great cool sequence of Ethan just like weaving through the like downtown skyscrapers, and
I wanted to say I wanted to go back and change something. When he gets the exoskeleton on, he is going to before he puts it on, he's going to put on his seismic hero suit. Yeah.
Great.
So that's who's flying through the air right now.
Seismic. Incredible. And then are we landing like right in front? You got a 13, so we can land wherever.
Right
on
through the
or in the
bedroom window.
house.
No, I'm just playing. No. It's just,
I mean,
Kool-Aid Man. Oh yeah.
I just got the roof fixed. Stop it!
I mean, if we failed, then yeah. But
No. Leia and Jamie are just sitting there, just hanging out after. I can only imagine that Leia's demeanor has changed a bit after sending that text, and then you guys just hear a loud, just uh like a loud, yeah, just a
immediately, as during that, Leah, do you like immediately like super speed react or not?
Yeah. I immediately try to, I think, get armor on and intercept it.
Okay.
I assume it's Ethan, but I can't prove it.
I'm coming, and then like takes off the band T-shirt that they were trying on.
No. You're good.
Puts
You're
the
good.
guitar
You're
down.
good. I got this one. I'll be okay.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we do another unleash powers here for your armor?
All right, with my luck. All right, and that's with freak.
Yeah.
Did I just moved it up one, so who didn't get worse. Whoo. Okay, so that's a mixed success.
Great. So, it kind of, unlike last time, kind of like flickers in, not like this like kind of like has to build up, but it's there if a little less radiant. But before you even see that, you see two like, I want you to imagine like a full armored and armed, like radiant. If anyone has played Diablo 3, like two angels from that, like just that level of like massive, intimidating, glowing as assumably the lilac parents, as two of these figures are in front of you with like, one of them has like a glaive and the other one has like a spear and shield pointed at you. And then Ethan.
I think I'd yell at them, weapons down.
Oh,
damn it, I was muted.
Seismic.
Where is she?
Seismic, right?
Where is she?
I wave sheepishly and I say, apparently, according to Jamie, it's me. Do with that what you will, but I don't think that I'm gonna go bad this time, and I really don't want to fight you.
You see him look down, look back at you.
This is so tense.
Why? Why did it have to be you?
Future is apparently really, really bad. But it doesn't sound like you're not going to attack me. And you've already hit me like once today, so I'd like to not get hit again.
Damn it, Fantasia.
Ow.
I wish Dad could see our Discord.
Yeah. So I'm sorry. I just need to, literally Adelaide just posted meanwhile Fantasia back at the sanctuary and just
Bobby
Potato
Hill with
chips.
chips on his stomach going.
just snacking and being happy to be a matchmaker.
The chat in this game brings me such life. Back in.
You killed Sam.
That one I didn't
And
know.
you killed me.
That one I did. Now, you know me enough to know I don't want to do that. I'm not going to be that person. Jimmy being here has already changed the time stream enough that that probably isn't going to happen anymore. And trust me, if there was a way to fight Empress, I would love to kick her ass too.
Right. So, Rob,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
would like. Don't look like that.
I'm sorry, you're adding so many pauses that all I could think was Rocky Horror callbacks with the criminologist of I would like, you would you? If I may, you may not. That's all I could think of.
Waiting with
I'm still new to the game. I'm looking at rules. That's why I'm pausing.
No, you're all good. Just the pauses were hilarious. It was great.
Are you charging up your powers? Is that what you would like to do?
No, I was seeing how to get rid of conditions. So
yeah. Terrific. What are we working with here?
Oh, actually, it's
You
funny
are
you
angry.
mentioned that.
Yeah.
I will be charging up my powers.
Great. Roll
punch
plus
you one more time for
conditions.
free before I punch him back.
Huh?
As
Roll
in,
plus
punch you one
conditions.
more time.
All right. That is 8.
Great. Mark a condition, and you have 3 burn.
All right.
Please.
Think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do hopeless.
Great.
I just don't see any way that this situation is gonna end well. But he's just driven right now by just the thought of Sam dying, him dying, and leaving this poor child that he raised alone. So he as everything around him starts charging up and like starts vibrating, um yeah, he's just all you hear is him say, "I'm sorry," and he charges at you.
So, mechanically, what are you doing?
I would like to um first thing I want to do is I'm going to do something new that I haven't done before.
Ooh.
I would
Aren't
like
we
to use
all
my
fixed?
move worship.
I have a thing I'd also like to do as well. So
Great.
It's my turn.
Yeah.
My turn.
Worship. What does worship mean?
You put out a tremendous display of your might. Spend 1 burn to awe an audience into silence, respect, and attention when you unleash your powers.
Okay.
So I think what happens is as he says that, he just, even with the suppressive this exoskeleton on, just releases a shockwave around him as he makes that first step to like sprint, and it just like it shakes. I want to say probably like 40 feet in every direction, just kind of like a tremor out, which I would say probably stuns like not like stuns as in like
Staggers.
paralyzes, but yeah, like staggers Leia's parents. Um and just, no, I don't think anybody really thought Ethan was gonna go through and attack. So this whole thing just catches everybody off guard. And he's going to do that, and then I will, let's see. I'm gonna do Reality Storm.
All right.
I channel a destructive burst with my powers. I spend one burn to directly engage a threat using my powers, rolling plus freak instead of plus danger. If you do, you will cause unwanted collateral damage unless you spend another burn.
Are we spending another burn? Or are we
That's a
saving
good
that?
question. Damn.
I mean, I think I know what Ethan would say.
I don't like. I want to so badly, but I
Well,
don't think like in this situation with him being in the condition he's in, I
Yeah.
don't think he would be like everything's rushing
Yeah.
to him. Everything he
You're
was
going
dealing with Leia about.
you're
I mean,
going
everything
all
he was
out,
dealing
right?
with Jamie with, knowing Sam's gonna die, he's gonna lose Sam. Everything that Sam's been going through recently, leading up to that, his inability to do anything to help the team, only causing issues, and then finding out that it in the future causes him to be killed by Leia, who he's looked up to since the start of the school year. Just he's not there right now. So
Great.
yeah, I'm gonna just go
here's everything you
full
got, buddy.
force.
Yeah. Roll plus your freak.
Yep.
While that's happening, can I
Yes.
roll a plus savior for something?
Yes. What would you like to do?
I have a move that I took a little bit ago that I haven't got to use yet called Before We Get Started from the Soldier Playbook.
Oh,
When you have time to closely observe your opposition before a fight, I roll savior, and then I get some holds, and those holds get some fun little moves.
great.
You don't know
Roll
nothing about me.
savior. Actually, that's a great point. I believe you probably have influence over Ethan, don't you?
Oh yeah,
And Ethan, do you have influence over Leah?
I do.
Okay, you both get +1 to each of these rolls. And
Oh sweet God, thank you.
remember, you
That's
can
really cool.
spend that influence to give them a -2 after the roll if you would like.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you don't have to worry about
Or-
spending your influence because I am fucked either way.
Or to take an additional +1 bonus on them after the roll. So yes. So we'll get your savior roll because this is almost even before the attack.
Yeah, I think while I was talking to you, I think you can see me slightly prepping my magic just in case I need to throw a shield up.
Yeah.
Um,
So you definitely get that up because I rolled in total. I'm not even gonna use the influence because it's a 5 without it, so I ain't got that much influence in the world. So he is blinded by rage and tears, and he just launches
Of course.
himself at her.
Okay.
I think that's very funny because what I rolled, plus my savior and the +1, I got a 13.
Great.
And I think the move I'm going to use from this is the hold, ignore all harm from one of their attacks and stun them up close. So I'll burn 2.
Yeah.
I think I just to hold up a big tower shield and to stun you. I think as you come up to me, I just give you a big hug. I think it is just the biggest, like, warmest hug, and I'm like, I'm so sorry for what I did, and I'm sorry what Empress did. But I've held the world up for you before, and I would do it a million times.
Roll to
And
comfort and support.
I was never gonna hit you, buddy.
Mundane +1.
That's a 10, baby. Oh, that's
Baby.
11.
Baby, let's go. Hey, you get to add a team or clear ignition. Go ahead.
Oh, I get to clear a condition?
No, that's
Oh, no,
Leah.
okay.
If you open up, then yeah, you actually will.
I'm
Well,
actually
can I clear angry for just rushing in balls to the wall? Or do I have to have like actually hurt Leia to get rid of that?
Yeah, I'm
Did
gonna
you have instant
say
there?
um hmm, I'll give it to you. I'll let you clear angry.
I mean,
You
don't worry,
tried it.
because
You tried it.
I'm gonna get rid of angry and replace it with insecure. So
Well, here, what's your response? We'll worry about the mechanics.
okay, so on a full success, how does that what happens where who how?
So if you open up, then after that you can clear condition, mark a potential, or shift labels.
Okay.
So
So, okay, I mean that works because what I was gonna do plays into that anyway.
perfect.
So, uh, Leia's much stronger than Ethan physically, so he's not breaking out of this bear hug of love. So all she feels is around like her sides, like her kidneys. She just feels him still like flailing and hitting, just like pathetically at this point, and it's just the entire time. Since she wouldn't have noticed this if they weren't so close in a hug, but as he's doing that, she can hear him through his mask sobbing, and he's just let me think, the entire time he's just crying, and he's like, I, I'm sorry, I wasn't strong enough, I couldn't save you, I couldn't save him, I couldn't save
No,
anyone.
no, 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 no. That
I'm sorry.
you didn't do anything wrong. That wasn't you. That wasn't the you I know. And thankfully, we have Jamie, who is here to let us know that he could do a lot worse. And
You
now
can
we know how to
protect
be
her.
better. We're gonna save everybody this time. We will. And like, I give you. It's one of those moments where you can see the like future superhero really shining through, where it's all confidence, no ounce of doubt in that. We will
Yeah, he
save
just,
everyone.
yeah, but when you gave him the hug, all the fight was gone out of him. So he was just like getting his emotions out with those last like pathetic just flails pretty much. And after he got like six of them out, his body just kind of went limp,
I must
and
imagine
he's just sobbing.
where Ethan was like humming. It's almost now like more of a purr. Like there's just kind of this like very light vibration. It's like you're still very emotional, and there's probably like the powers are still kind of on edge, but in a very different.
Hey, do you need a second up here before we head back down? And I promise once again, no hard feelings. But I also think maybe we could go back to the base and talk about all of this as a team, because I think we all maybe jumped the gun. At least I did.
He's not saying anything. You hear some sniffles every once in a while, but
Hey, Seismic,
yes.
I would like you to. I'll give you the option. You can either
Lay it on me.
you could either use your freak to try and resist something, or roll it like a powerful blow where you're rolling plus conditions and trying to roll low. So plus freak, you want your high like normal, or roll
Let's
to.
go conditions, because I've got three conditions, and I'm
Well,
not.
remember that means you
I
want to
know,
roll.
I
Okay, great.
know, I know.
Roll plus 3.
So that's what I wanted. Let's see.
Mhm.
Watch this be boxcars.
Yeah,
Fucking almost. So that is a 14 I rolled
great.
to take a powerful blow.
So as you are
He's
being
just
held,
whispering, "I'm sorry."
the exoskeleton begins to tighten and
Mm,
constrict.
What is?
You can feel small little like it starts like digging in a little bit, and just everything starts to shake as the entire kind of lilac residence now, just through sheer like panic, as
What is, Professor?
Leo, what do you do?
Can I hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me through my mask. Yeah.
Is the suit hurting you? Do you want me to like? I think I should start trying to like rip at the exoskeleton.
Roll to take a powerful blow.
That's fine. I gonna do my usual thing I can do there. What's the name of that move?
Fight the good fight.
Never give up, never surrender.
Oh no, that's the other one. Yes.
That's all right. Now I have a question.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
This action is being done unto Ethan. Does that give me that +1?
Believe influence gives you a +1 targeting them.
I'm targeting the suit that he is wearing.
That's the suit, though. That's not Ethan.
This is the most rules lawyer question in the world, which is why I have my shit-eating grin on.
Yeah, I will say you won't get the initial. If it helps, you can expend the influence. I will accept you expending the influence for the +1, but not the +1 because this is you resisting what coming in contact with this exoskeleton would mean.
Fair. I think I'm actually not gonna take. I'm not gonna burn the influence.
You can do it after you roll, so you don't have to decide.
I've already rolled, so I got an 8 with everything, all things considered. So the 9 wouldn't meant anything anyway. So yeah, I'm going to rally from the hit. To
add a team to the pool.
Yeah, add a team to the pool. That way that like maybe Ethan can help, like we can get him out of this together. What's happening as I touch the suit, by the way?
So whereas you don't know how it was acting before, but all the like separate discs are no longer like dispersing this energy. You see this exoskeleton is like rigid and actually appears to be like, as much as Ethan's power is making his body shake, you can see the exoskeleton has some kind of like motors that is like making that even worse. And so touching, it's like you essentially stepped into what this pulse of energy is, and only through your incredible superheroic fortitude can you even do that. You can see, not obviously there's like the clamp, like where it was attached. So that in itself, not only would it be dangerous but difficult to like rip apart, but you can see that it's like contracted itself to the point that it'll be like kind of ripping off a band-aid almost of like you could certainly try. It would not be good for Ethan.
He's just screaming in pain right now.
Mm-hmm.
And between the screams and pain, he's just telling you to get away. And he keeps it's 3 things. It's him screaming, and then in between the screaming, he's telling you to get away, and then he's also begging this unknown professor. You just hear him say professor, to turn it off.
And fun fact, Umbra, you can hear the screaming from the bedroom 100%.
Thank you for saying that, I was waiting for that cue. The moment I hear the screaming outside, I would like to teleport outside.
Yeah. Pop.
So just like the guitar that Jamie had been strumming, clatter, clatter, clatters to the ground and plop in.
Yeah. And you see what you can only assume to be Leia's parents looking up. You're not sure, but they're probably very shocked and horrified. And then this whole thing up with these two.
Now, question for you, Rob, because this is the legitimate question.
Mm-hmm.
Before, I didn't have full clear memories of the previous version. Now, because we had seen a suit like that before, do I have clear memories of them using it against supers, like this device? Or a device like this?
Yeah, I'll say that definitely there were like much more advanced things like this that the supers that weren't imprisonable or were given a lighter sentence were given suits like these that could usually they were focused on like basically restricting movement or whatever like motion or depending on the superhero like restricting movement, shocking or whatever to subdue someone.
They were literally developing them in Jelkin's lab. That's why it was part of the blanks. Yep. So okay, thank you, Robbie. I appreciate you. So I'm going to just shout to Leia and say, "Did you get it? Did you try and get it off him?"
Of course I did.
No, I figured, but no success, right?
No. It
Okay.
hurts him a lot.
Get Fantasia over here as soon as possible. She might be able to shapeshift into something that can help us pry it out.
I'm already gone.
And I would like to approach Ethan.
Okay.
If at all possible. And is this thing glowing, or is there shadow between like the exoskeleton and his skin?
So there was at this point it's basically right up against the super suit. In whatever kind of internal power structure is hidden at the moment.
So this is gonna sound insane, but I have an idea.
Tell me all about it.
So if something becomes incorporeal
Mm-hmm.
and goes underneath the surface and then becomes corporeal again, that would cause something of mass to be in a space where there wasn't something before and might potentially pry something off. Could I try and become a shadow and slip underneath the suit to try and basically reappear to knock it off?
Yeah.
To put my body in that space so that it flies off and hopefully breaks.
Yeah. If you want to do that, you just say the word.
I would like to do that.
How debilitated am I right now?
You can move. Like you are in like searing pain, but you are not like debilitated, right?
Okay. So then, as Jamie is coming towards him, he's just backing up and screaming, from pain, and also screaming at her to stay away.
No,
And
just I'm here to help.
Stay away, and I'm sorry. He's screaming those while screaming out in pain.
I'm here to help. It's okay. You don't apologize. We're gonna get you out of this, okay?
The windows start shattering in the Lilac household.
And you see Umbra kind of drops to the ground so that they're in your shadow and then disappears. Robbie, I would like to try and reappear with the thought is my back against his back, legs kicking forward. I want to try and appear so I can kick this thing out. I know it's probably going to latch onto me partially, but that's what we're getting Fantasia here for, to pry off the rest. I need to try and at least mitigate some of this pain.
Yeah. So I think the only logical way for me to do this is to have you roll to take a powerful blow twice. Um,
Got it.
so one at a time. Roll plus conditions.
Um, I am gonna say
Yeah,
this
if you
is
have a move
also
or
partially no. This is also partially me making a physical sacrifice. If I would rather the suit end up on me than him, to
Great.
absolve my guilt. So I would
Clear
like to
that.
absolve my guilt.
Yeah, that's
Thank you.
one less. Yeah, 100%.
One less that I have to deal with in this situation. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So let me roll that. Give me one sec. I got a 5 on the first.
Great. No modifiers. You don't have any
Uh,
conditions currently.
no conditions now since I cleared guilty. Yeah.
Mark
You'll-
potential. That's a full
Awesome.
success in terms of taking powerful blow. So you stand strong.
Okay.
And one more.
One more. All right, let's do it. And that's a 6. So 2 potential.
Okay.
Ah.
Like you telefragged yourself. Okay. Yeah. So as a shadow, you slip between the minuscule gaps between this device that you've seen ruin so many other people's lives, right? And I imagine basically because of how it is, you have to like full body hug, right? Like arms around his arms, kind of like torso against back, and as you appear, you take the full brunt of what Ethan's putting out and this device's like rigidity, right? As the you are as you just separate with your own body and uh, basically this happens like the instant you become even a little bit corporeal. So what saves you is that you're not like fully back in when this happens, right? Because it just needs a little bit of corporality. That's not a word. And so this thing just like there's this massive like shattering noise as this device flies apart in this like cavalcade of metal and just clatters to the ground. You feel awful though, like you feel bad. You feel like you just got beaten up the hardest in your life,
Mhm.
but it's all of Ethan and you survived.
Uh yeah, I think that the moment that this happens, like Jamie can't process, is the suit on me? Is the suit not on me? Jamie just like falls face first to the ground. So it's like was on top of you, the suit shatters, and then just like collapses to the ground, but then like gives the tiniest.
Can I try and catch them?
Yeah, I'll give that to you.
All right. What I
You
roll?
can. No, I'm gonna just give it.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. So I'm not like a sweep off feet. I have you. No, it's like I crumple underneath them to soften their fall.
Okay, as soon as Fantasia gets here, we could probably get the suit off. Are you okay?
I, I don't know why this keeps happening. I tried. I tried. And every time I try, I make things worse. And I'm sorry.
Hey,
I'm
what
just
did?
sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop! Hey, look at me.
No, he refuses to. He's just staring at the ground.
Why did you put the suit on?
I was told it could help me control my powers. And then I
Yeah.
saw the message. I saw the message about the Empress. And I didn't want her to kill everyone. So I wanted to stop her, and I thought this would be the only chance I got. Then I got here, and it was Leia.
You wanted to help your team. That's why you did it. And Leia and I, Fantasia and I, like all of us together, we can help each other. You don't need some suit to control your powers. You can do it on your own. And I can help you because I've seen you do it before. Okay?
Comfort or support. Comfort or support.
And actually, it's my fancy one that I have seen him do it in the future, so I can add my savior. Okay, so that's +3, so that's a 7.
Great. So Ethan, go ahead because you definitely already opened up. So clear condition, shift labels, or market potential.
Yeah, I'm gonna mark another potential. Trying to power level, baby.
And I was gonna say, like, I straight up think that even if the suit shattered, like, Robbie, go with me here. I feel like with all those metal shards, like some of it probably shattered and is like,
oh yeah,
in Jamie.
Yes.
So there's still stuff we're gonna need Fantasia's help
with. It's just superhero comic book y.
Yeah.
But then both of you have like as there's like a massive light as if you're staring into a lighthouse almost that then kind of dies down and see one of these radiant armored figures kind of reach down, hand out for each of you. I think you should listen to your friends, son. Like holds out a hand for each of you to grab to stand up.
Who are you?
You see the helmet kind of like dissolves into scintillating orbs of light. You see Mr. Lilac smiling, but also looking very concerned.
I appreciate the hand. I'm not going to be moving for a while.
Just trust me.
Okay, and it's like the shakiest hand reaches up.
Yeah. And then Ethan.
Ethan looks up and just tears streaming down his face. And he looks and sees that it's Leia's parents, and just like the last bit of anything soul in him just melts, disappears after he starts putting everything together that he's come to their house and destroyed it and went out of control again, and just he's just gonna kind of curl up into an ass ball.
I need you to roll to reject their influence then.
Yep. And that is plus what?
Nothing.
Oh, that is a whole 7 then.
Okay. And do you currently have insecure?
Yup.
Okay, so that's actually a 5. So you fail.
Oh yeah. Then
mark a condition. I'm gonna say
afraid.
lower your danger and up your mundane. And
I can't.
Okay.
Mundane's max.
Okay, great. Then instead of mundane, why don't you up your savior?
Okay.
And like you collapse, but there's just like something about this person like extending this that like can't, like some part of you deep down can't quite refuse. And
yeah,
as you both kind of very weakly and shakily grab his hands, you're not better, but you feel better. Like just glimpsing the warmth and the radiance that he is putting off, you feel like your hands stop shaking for a moment. You like the world kind of steadies itself underneath you. You feel safe. This is like in this moment is like a moment of pure safety as he pulls you up to your feet. Okay. Papa, we go inside and maybe clean you both up. Yeah? Yeah.
Ethan doesn't say anything. He's staring at the ground the entire time.
And so Fantasia and Leah, you come back to see your father, Leah, kind of like basically like kind of carrying slash dragging slash holding up these two. Ethan looking dead and friend Umbra having some shrapnel.
I figured out a way to break it. It wasn't the smartest, but it worked.
I'm going to kill you when you're better.
Don't.
Poor joke.
That-
Poor joke.
that-
Poor joke. Poor joke. Poor joke. Like I offer to like carry one of you.
I got it. Don't worry.
Do we know anyone who's a doctor? I'm asking my dad.
Yeah.
Fantasia doesn't get a doctorate for another 8 years, so no.
Just like I just picture her like slowly raising her hand, remembering that she patched up like Leah's mom.
Yeah.
Or Leah, I think it was Leah. Just someone just quickly grabbing it.
Now at this point, Leah's mother steps up. Well, I've never had time to go and get my doctorate, but I've patched up myself and my father and your father more from worse things than this. Why don't we go to sanctuary? Well, the new sanctuary, and we'll patch you all up.
New sanctuary?
The place in the home, like the currently used like
Okay.
base of
I got
operations.
afraid. I was like, there's a secret thing?
No. This is the place that, the party has never been much. No, I don't think they've been yet. Because it was only talked about. But yes. And as you all head into the Lilac Alley sanctuary, bruised, battered, but not broken, we'll end this episode of the UnRemarkables. Well, not broken. To be TBD. TBD.
Oh no, pretty broken.
Pretty broken.
Not physically broken, but everything else, yeah.
Incredible. Well, wow. I can't imagine why anyone wouldn't want to see all four of you more before our next episode next week on the 12th. So,
3 of us, super stressful episode of lots of harm and feelings. Fantasia, I like you all a lot, and it's eating potato chips.
woo! So let's.
Hanging out.
Wait, what did you say? We didn't hear the first part.
I said she got left behind. She's just hanging out. She didn't know what's going on.
Vibing.
She was like, okay, they're gonna go have their lesbian party.
I would have invited you if I knew that it was going to be that long a scene. I'm so sorry. I thought it was going to be.
I was having a blast just listening to it. Just
Okay.
It's like I ambushed you with the whole family being over thing.
I could feel it in my bones. I knew it. I've done this enough times.
It's like a reward.
Terrific. So, speaking of all of this wonderful family drama, NB Derek, please, everyone is clamoring to know, where can we find you in the upcoming week and in the future? Tell us all about
Yeah.
yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Dare. You can she they pronouns. You can find me on most parts of the internet for now at NBDare, ENBYDARE. Check back in, let's say, Tuesday on my birthday, and it might be a different name. Who knows? Who can say? Rebrands, they're fun. But besides that, I am on too many things all the time. I'd recommend checking me out on Transplanar RPG. It is an amazing D&D actual play podcast with a podcast and show, all trans POC led, taking place in a completely homebrewed, non-colonialist, non-orientalist world, GM by the incredible Connie Chong. It's a good time. I love it a lot. I just recorded an episode today, and an episode just aired. So if you're here Saturdays, just check it out on YouTube or the podcast or the VODs on Twitch. Just look up Transplanar RPG. You'll find it. It's great. If you like dice, Die Hard Dice, promo code Dare to Dream. That name may become relevant in the future. Think about it. Dare to Dream. For 10%. For 10% off. And go to grindingcoffee.co, a black-owned, queer-owned coffee business, especially because it is Black History Month. And use the promo code DARE for 10% off there. And yeah, I make games and stuff, so buy my stuff, especially because it's my birthday month in Black History Month.
Incredible. Thank you so much. And yes, all those things. Do all of those things. Moving on around. Go ahead.
So the happy early birthday, Dare.
Yeah.
Hey. We love
Because we love you, we won't sing. Moving on.
Y'all can sing. It's funny either way.
Well, it would be bad content because singing over Discord is bad.
It's bad. It's bad.
Oh my gosh, we do our best here. Moving on. Go ahead. The wonderful Ruby Heart Gaming. Tell us all about yourself.
Oh, hi everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Ruby Hart, or Narissa Hart. I am a gender fluid actor, streamer, and speedrunner. So let's see. I did theater work in DC for like 8 years, and now speedrunning has become my main thing. And the big thing I have to plug is that I'm actually going to be out from the stream for a few weeks because so me taking this injury for the team actually makes a lot of sense. I could be recovering in the infirmary or something. But I'm going to be out of town for a few weeks because I was accepted to one of the biggest speedrun marathons in the world. ESA, the European Speedrun Assembly, is a marathon that takes place in Malmo, Sweden, and I was accepted to their Winter 2022 event that is taking place in a week. It starts in a week. My run is going to be of Shadow of the Colossus, which is the main game that I speedrun. Normal time attack, boss rush, random is the category that I will be running. So it's fighting each of the individual Colossus fights in time attack mode in a completely random order. So I will have 2d8s with me, and my commentators will be rolling that to decide which Colossus I have to fight next out of the 16. I am so excited and so terrified. So if you want to tune in for that run and give me love and support from back wherever you are, my run is going to be on Valentine's Day at 8 p.m. Central European time. So for people who are in the Americas, I know it'll be 2 p.m. EST. Feel free to convert that to whatever time zone you're in. Keep in mind that if you go to tune in, sometimes with marathons, if a run goes a little long or a little short, that time could shift. So keep checking the schedule. But it would be great to have a bunch of people from the RF Chaos community, as well as my Crystal crew and everything else like that tuning in. Otherwise, if you just want to check out what I do, I recently switched to full-time streaming. So I have been a full-time streamer basically since July of last year, and I couldn't be more humbled and honored. I'm doing my best to try and hit Twitch partner by the end of the year. So if you want to support me and what I do with TTRPG content, with performance content, I do a lot of singing and geeking out on my channel and playing video games. So feel free to come and support. There you go. That's me. That's my theme.
Incredible. Thank you so much. Moving on. go ahead and tell us all about where we can find you, Adelaide.
I am Adelaide Gardner. You can find me at Adelaide on Twitter. I am in this game. I am in Fae Forge Academy, which is a podcast released every Friday. I am in A Sinner's Dream, which is on the Negative 2 Charisma channel. Fucking love that game. Those guys are great. Go follow them. And I am the social media manager at Esports. If you're interested in esports, we're a journalist company and getting things on the road. So it's fun. I make memes. That's it. It's my job.
You do so much more.
I don't do much more.
Doing
I don't do much more.
You do a lot in general. You're doing lots of awesome things. Go follow her. And then last but certainly never least in our hearts, our sad boy of the hour, Big Bees. Tell us about yourself.
What is up, everyone? Oh, sweet caramel baby Jesus. That was a good old episode right there. I'm Big Bees. You guys can definitely follow me on Twitter at BigBees_, or on Twitch at hold on. Damn it, I knew this off the bat. I couldn't remember if the gaming was still there. But you can follow me at Twitch at RubyHeart, or buy all the coffee things at Dare to Dream. So, if you wanna shoot some love on either of those, then just feel free. But for something that you can actually catch me on, I not streaming right now because my computer went to hell and erased everything I've ever known. So definitely not depressed about that. On the bright side, I've made a lot of changes to my stream. So whenever I can get that in a functional manner, then that'll come back. I have a lot of stuff that's in the works right now that I can't talk about. A lot of stuff that I just finalized, which is some really big stuff coming up. I'm super excited about it. But what I can talk about is just, if I had to tell you to go listen to a podcast out there at all, I would have to say it'd be Campaign Skyjacks, because, you got a month or two before a familiar voice pops up on that show. So, I don't know who it is. I just, you might want to listen to it, catch up, so I can have someone to talk about the show with. Also, starting in 10 days, just 10 days, I will be streaming on the One Shot Networks channel from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m. on Tuesdays with the Iron Edda Reforged Bubble campaign, where I will be playing, I don't know yet, but it's going to be crazy. And I will be co-starring with B. Zelda and Brutal Dan. So all those fantastic folks. So I cannot wait. So definitely come check me out during that. And if you follow me on Twitter, you'll find out when I finally get this shit show working again, so I can start streaming again. So until then, that's about it. That's all I can think about. Love your faces.
Incredible. Thank you all so much. You bring so much joy. And listen, I love this campaign, not only because you're all incredible, because I barely need to do anything. Y'all just carry everything about this. So that's great for me. So I am, of course, Robbie Rolling. You can find me as such on the socials, but I don't really do the socials. So scroll on down and join the RFK Chaos Discord. That's where you'll find me lurking about mostly. As far as the channel, we have our two other Aether and Steamworks campaigns. That's our homebrewed, incredible system made by the creator of this channel, the main artist of the channel, who puts so much love and heart and care into everything that he creates. Ty Lot Even Star on Twitter and Twitch. Those you can find Thursday and Friday nights down in our schedule. But thank you all so much for being here. I hope you had as wonderful time as I did watching all this. And I can't wait to see you all next week. Until then, take care of yourselves and stay wonderful, because you already are.